Hello my dear students, today we will start chapter 8 structural changes in the economy after liberalization. So in this chapter we will study about privatization, liberalization and globalization. So one by one we will see each of them. So let us see first what is privatization. The word privatization refers to the process by which the public sector participation in the economic activities are decreased and the performance of private sector should increase within the country. Now in simple sense, it means that the productive activities are transferred from public sector, that is government, to private sector for interest of the whole economy. Now as we know, the functioning of private sector is much more superior than public sector. So privatization has become more popular in the economy. Now let us see some of the features of privatization. Private sector is guided by profit motive. It tries to improve performance and efficiency by increasing the quality and skills. Number 2, private sector works with more responsibility and discipline in compared to public sector. Number 3, in private sector there is high rate of capital formation. Okay. Number 4, private sector is free flowing body and it has no political trouble and disturbances like public sector, government. In government you can see most frequently there is a political trouble and disturbance. Okay. Now let us see some of the significance of privatization. Number 1, private sector has main objective of maximizing profit. So the private sector does its work efficiently in order to earn more profit. Number 2, private sector creates more job opportunities and generates more income for the economy. Number 3, private sector by earning huge surplus helps in enhancing economic growth. Okay. Number 4, private sectors creates friendly competitive environment and improves the productivity of industrial units. So these were some of the significance of privatization. Now let us see what is liberalization. Liberalization means attitude of the government of any country towards the flow of foreign capital, technology, financial and business services in the domestic economy. Now, liberalization helps in coordinating foreign nations to enhance economic growth. Now, like import and export, it will enhance the economic growth of an economy. Okay. Now let us see some of the significance of liberalization. Number 1, control of unfair trade. In order to remove complexities of industrial sector and to increase productivity, the government takes several steps to restrict unfair and malpractices of the business. Number 2, reducing restrictions. In liberalization, the intervention of government has been reduced to large extent. Due to this, industrial sectors are free to take decisions regarding several business policies. Number 3, export promotion. Liberalization policy emphasizes more on export than imports. So, it encourages private sectors to play an important role in growth processes. Number 4, privatization. This policy gives huge freedom to the private entrepreneurs. Private sector has been permitted to invest in the development of social overheads like roadways, communication, shipping, banking, etc. And liberalization brings enough confidence and power in the hand of private sector. Now the last point, number 5, capital and foreign exchange markets. This policy gives freedom to capital markets and foreign exchange companies as well. These companies can freely operate without any approval from the government. So these were the significance or advantages of liberalization. Let us move on to the next topic, that is globalization. It refers to the following basic components. Number 1, free flow of capital across national boundaries. Number 2, free flow of goods and services across the national boundaries. Number 3, free flow of technology across the national states. Number 4, free flow of knowledge throughout the world. And number 5, free flow of people in different countries. Hence, globalization means interacting the domestic economy with the world economy. Okay. Now let us see some of the significance or advantages of globalization. Significance or advantages of globalization. Number one, it helps the underdeveloped and developing countries to increase their capital stock. Number two, it helps the developing countries to increase their exports in the developed countries. Number three, globalization is the main source of economic growth because it decreases the unemployment and poverty. And number four, it helps in increasing production and productivity of the nation. So today we have discussed privatization, liberalization and globalization with their significance. So that's all for today. Stay at home, stay safe, take care. Thank you, students.